Hello, Flipgrid Google Site Challenge teachers. This is a tidbit, a quick update on some things that could help you out in doing your challenge. I hope to send as many of these as I possibly can just to get you going, to get things started. So again, I'm going to attach the Flipgrid rules that I sent you Sunday evening. I'm going to send that to y'all on every email. That way you don't have to worry about trying to find it to look for it in your email, look for it in your drive. That way, if there's something that comes up, if you have questions, feel free to ask, or if you just need to digest something. Again, remember, take these in small doses. This is a 2-week challenge, not a 1-week challenge. A lot of the stuff you'll be surprised you're already doing in the classroom. What we're already doing is we're just adding this component into the lesson that you're already doing. So let's get started. So some things that we're going to talk about, some changes and tips and updates. We're going to talk about the whole Monday through Friday tab that I want you to put in your site. We're going to talk about video screencasting extensions. We're going to talk about student sharing of product. We're going to also talk about Flipgrid, using your own Flipgrid and doing the Explorer Challenge with this challenge. Okay, so let's talk about the tab changes. It's come to my attention that, not really my intention, I just kind of thought about it throughout the day. And having that whole Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday tab, that is a lot now that I'm looking at it. And I know that's going to be a little bit more stressful. And I know I said it was a challenge, but looking at that, that's kind of a lot to do. I was just being really picky. So with that, instead of having a Monday through Friday tab, I want you just to have 5 tabs or pages with any subject that you want, okay? Let me show you what I'm talking about. As you can see here, this is a screenshot. You have 5 tabs. You need to have 5 tabs regardless, okay? And what I mean by tabs, actually, I mean by pages. So this is an example of a Google site that you're using. So you see the 5 tabs here, including home. So, and when I keep saying tabs, I mean pages. You'll go and click on Add Page, and you'll just simply add a tab. I'm going to call this example 6. Again, remember, it's only 5 examples, 5 tabs. So as you can see, I have home, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's say, okay, that's not where I want my tabs to be. I'm still on my pages section. And if I left click and hold on my example 6, that's blue, I can drag it anywhere I want to on the page. Okay, that's how you do it. Sorry. If I want to delete it, I just click on the 3 lines and I click on remove page from site. Okay, and that means all your content is going to go away if you decide to delete something. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so that is the new changes. So hopefully that's going to take a little bit of burden off of you guys. The next thing, screencasting. So a lot of you asked about how are we going to do videos. Keep this in mind with your students. If they have access to the internet at home, they can make videos, upload them to their Aldine YouTube account. I will add that into the rules. They need to be able to upload to their Aldine YouTube account, not just a regular YouTube account if they decide to do videos. Or they can just share their videos with you. Make sure that they are appropriate, obviously. But I wanted to talk about screencasting. There is a Google extension. If you can see this little black icon at the top, that is called Screencastify, where kids or you can do screencasts of stuff that they are learning in the classroom. Okay, so what I did for you is, this is also in your email. I made a link for you to where if you just click on the link, it will take you to that Chrome store. It's basically a Chrome store, and you're able to add that extension into your browser. Kids can do this and students can do this, and it is free. Okay, so for example, this is kind of what it will look like. Say I already have the extension. Obviously, I click on Screencastify. And usually you have 2 options. You can record the tab, you can record the desktop, or you can do the camera. If I do the camera, it's going to show an error. because I'm doing a screencast. So I am going to go ahead and just do desktop for right now. And you have some things you can play around with, system audio, embed webcam. I'm just going to leave it as is, and I'm going to record the desktop. As you can see, you can do the application window of what you're recording or your entire screen. For right now, I'm going to do the entire screen. I'm going to click share. And this is me recording the video within a video within a video. And you'll see the preview screen at the bottom right-hand corner. I press stop. And as you can see, let me pause. As you can see, there is my screencast of what I just recorded. What's really cool about this is that it is stored in your drive. So you have to look for it in your drive. I think they make a screencast folder, and that can be shared with your students, or the students can share that with you. Okay, make sure when you're sharing, it's Aldine to Aldine, not something else. Okay, so that in turn can be uploaded into your Google page. Okay, so when you go back to insert, you can start uploading your images or videos from your drive. Very simple. That is doing a quick screencast. So hopefully you guys will like that. Going to the next one, student sharing of work. Okay, so one thing I want to point out is make sure that you are not the only one that's building this site. You and your students are creating the site. So I want to see a lot of student made material. Okay, for example, this Google slide, as you can see, I'll talk about the Flipgrid in a second. I know the confusion was, at least with me when I made this really late, was okay, so how do we do the Google slide? How minimum of 5 slides? This in turn is a Google slide, obviously, and there's about 5 slides in it. So when your students make their slides, they can have that shared with you as well, and they can put that onto the Google site. Okay, so again, have students share the work with you, or have some post and share to the site. So you can give students rights to help edit the site. You can give it to all of them, or you can give it to 4 of them, 6 of them. It doesn't matter, as long as you guys are working on the site together. Okay. By going into the share, you'll click on the share icon. We're on the site right now, and you're going to add editors, and you are going to find their name and share it with them. Okay, and going back, like I said, remember student work must be shown. I said you can do the minimum of the videos in the slide, but remember, you can always do more. Get your class to be as creative as they can. The minimum is what I do require, but expand on it. Do more. Even though I said I need only 10 Flipgrid videos, you can do as many Flipgrid videos as you want. In fact, I encourage you to do as many Flipgrid videos and regular videos and Google Slides and drawings, whatever it is that I require in the challenge. So the sky is the limit. Be as creative as possible. Remember, this is going to be an artifact for you and your students, and eventually parents when they want to see it. Moving on, and I know I'm talking really fast, let's talk about the Flipgrid, because I know some of you guys are kind of confused on how this Flipgrid is supposed to work. One, you have actually 2 Flipgrids that you're actually playing around with. You are creating a Flipgrid for your class to talk about student work or stuff that they're learning. That's your creative Flipgrid. Now, let's look at the Flipgrid Explorer series. Now, when you really think about this and really break this down, yes, it does seem a lot, but I want to show you some things. In actuality, a lot of this has already been done for you. So if you look at week 1 and they're asking you, the logic of coding is all around a shared project that you're working on. Technically, your Google site is your product. You're already doing that. You're already working on that. When you click on the Flipgrid button and they want you to go to this link, okay, they want to know, pick a project to work on. Let us know about it. And what are you trying to solve? What are your challenges? You can literally see like live, somebody's actually doing something right now. You saw the pictures move. Um, if they also say if you don't have a product, let us know about the question that they have provided up here. What piece of technology, what piece of technology that you have that your teacher didn't have at your age? You know, how has that technology changed your lives? It's really simple. Everybody doesn't have to do it. You can get only a handful. It's perfectly fine. As you can see, more students are posting. I want to see posts from you guys as well. Let me know when your students have posts. Going back, okay. Um, Choose a project. Again, that remember that site that I made for Computer Science Week? That's what this is. Um, choose a project. They have about 5 here, and or you can create your own. Again, I keep repeating myself, but that's what my Google site. That's what my computer science site is for. So technically, you can do the create your own, and that can be part of it. I want you to think of this as a brain break activity. So, yes, you're still doing your teaching, you're still doing your instruction, okay? But, you know, sometimes you need a quick brain break, okay? These 5 things are the projects that we are doing for Computer Science Week this week. Those could be your brain break activities. Or, you know, you can take, 30 minutes and do an activity. And what they want to know is, how are you trying to solve that problem? Okay, so in week 1, technically, that's what you're doing. Again, you're choosing another project, excuse me, or create your own. Week 1 alternative, there's another healthy alternative. They're asking again, what's a piece of technology that you had that your teacher didn't have? We talked about that earlier. You can watch the video. This one, you can ask questions. I think this is the same one. Let me double check. Yes, this is the same one. But you take a look at the videos. These are kind of quick little brain back activities. These should not interfere with your instruction. So again, take the time and really read slides technically 12 through 15 for week 1. Going into week 2, the design process. Visit the slide book to learn more about the design process, your task. Think about how you can use the design process in computer science, jot down your thoughts. Really and truly, you're showcasing what your project is. What is your goal? So basically, you're adding on to this is what we're doing for our challenge. Our iTech has talked about doing a Google Site challenge. You're talking about how is this project going? Is it working for you? Is it not working for you? What do you like about it? What you don't like about it? What are you struggling with? I guess that code's not open yet. Week 2, I guess they'll open it up soon. But you'll be talking about that. Okay. The alternative is what technology advancement do you think will come next? You look at the timeline video and you have kids answer those questions. It's really super simple. Again, these are on your brain break time. So when you're really going hardcore with your lessons, when you're really going hardcore with your lessons, um, maybe you want to stop and take a break and you can do these quick little activities. That's what this is for. So mainly take a look at, again, slides 12 through 21 and kind of see what you need to do. Those pages are interactive, so you can quickly go to the Flipgrids. But it's basically you're basically already doing the project with the Google Site Challenge, and then you just go off to the side really quickly and do a quick coding activity, or you answer a couple of questions. So it shouldn't take too much of your time for this part. Um, but I will share this with Flipgrid as well. But hopefully that answers some of your questions. So again, you're doing technically 2 Flipgrid activities. One Flipgrid you are creating with your class. The second one is going to be a 2-week process where basically you're answering questions about coding and your project, which is the Google Site Challenge. And you're really talking about your project. So again, I know I'm talking super fast. I just want to make sure I get everything squared away. And that's basically it. That's my tidbit for at least this week. Again, make sure that when your kids create Google Slides, that there's a minimum of 5 slides in their presentation. And again, look, it doesn't have to be fancy. Look at mine. Mine is not that fancy. It's just some images up, mainly explaining what they're learning in the classroom. So that's it for me, everybody. Again, if you have any challenge rule questions, please let me know. Those lifelines are still out there. And that's it. Thank you so much, guys.